The field of creative aging is a burgeoning field right now. It's built on the work and the antecedents of the work of Gene Cohen, which is all about the possibilities rather than decline of aging. Every creative act transforms the way we experience the world, physically, emotionally, socially, psychologically. So creative aging is about aging well. Professional training is essential. It's vital to the field, and really it's vital to the experience itself. Many of our artists talk about that when we think of aging. We don't treat it with the same rigor that we treat with the other art forms, and ultimately the person that is involved in the art making knows that. They know whether they're being treated with respect, they know whether they're being asked to call upon something deep within themselves and what's authentic.
Carmen Herrera, her body of work has been available for us to see for the last 75 years. And my mother, who is a 95-year-old painter, also inspires me, and I'm hoping that I can take that inspiration of making art to the aging community that I'm surrounded by.
So today is going to be a time of remembering, and Antonia and I are going to be helping prompt that and draw out from us what we already know and help us embody it, help us codify it and shape it in a way that is meaningful.
Over a 10-year period, most states have experienced 10% growth in the number of people age 60 and over. But here in Delaware, we've had a 24% growth because it's a great place to live and it's a great place to retire. So a lot of people over the age of 60 are moving into Delaware, and it's projected that by the year 2035, 30% of our overall population are going to be 60 or over. There's definitely a need for creative aging programs in Delaware. We have a lot of programs that address people's functional needs, but we know that people also need to maintain their quality of life. They need to be active and engaged in their communities. They need to continue to learn new things. And so we think that engagement with the arts is an excellent way to support people's mental and physical health.
The Delaware Division of the Arts is committed to cultivating and supporting the arts for the benefit of all Delawareans, and we recognize that the aging population in Delaware is growing, and their needs and desires for creative activities and arts involvement and participation, we believe are really important, and we support that throughout the state through a variety of programs that we offer.
The population we serve is the senior population at large in Kent County through the Modern Maturity Center. We're one of the largest senior centers on the East Coast. But I also facilitate the Front Porch program, which is an early memory loss program for seniors ages 55 and older who are often becoming disengaged because of the diagnosis, or they're just isolated at home.
The Delaware Theater Company serves a large portion of the population, I would say from elementary school onward to older adults. Our mission is not only to create theater of the highest caliber, but to enrich the community in which we operate through all kinds of programming, education, community service. One of the natural things that adults do as they age is to reminisce about their lives. And so we thought it would be great to to include what we know about playwriting and take it to the seniors, and they do plays and write plays. And then at the end, we hire professional actors to read the work. And then the senior playwriters can hear their work done by professionals.
So each person will take one sheet of paper, and you will select one color marker, and you're going to be drawing a line. And that line will start at one point on one edge of your paper, and it will continue in any direction and in any form. The line represents how you feel at this moment.
The people who come to my creative aging classes, visual arts classes, are constantly telling me why this is important for them. I hear the most amazing comments, and I'm thinking right now of an 88-year-old man who's been coming to one of my classes now for 5 years, and he told me after the first year that he never thought that the arts were for him, that it had nothing to do with his life. He grew up in a blue-collar job his entire life. He retired, and he did not know what to do with himself. He went to a senior center, he played bingo, he watched TV, and then this class came along, and it opened up a world for him that he didn't know existed. And he was able to verbalize that to me. He said he now feels that museums are for him, art is for him, and he now makes art at home. And that kind of personal power and self-expression is the reason why it's important.
In this world in which we live right now, the trends are that there is a longevity factor that we're experiencing, that is an extension of life, that is healthy life. And so our culture is looking for ways to engage that meaningfully. We have online resources to help train artists to work with aging populations across the lifespan. There are online resources that are available for caregivers that bring video instruction into their lives about how to engage family members with various degrees of cognitive decline with art making that is meaningful and powerful for them. And I think the final thing that I would say as a resource are that artists themselves are coming to understand that this is a new and vital reality for their work, and so there is a multiplication that's just naturally taking place in teaching. The great thing about the experience here with Delaware Division of the Arts is that there's a vision for seeing this integrated into the infrastructure of arts and art making in Delaware. And what we're witnessing is that part of Delaware as a community of practice is we're going to be able to point to this as a model, and the fact that here this day together that the aging services folks came to be part of this and understood, and they said in our conversations, you know, it's just been, we've never had the opportunity, and this created that opportunity. And we will be pointing and saying, look at what Delaware is doing. Look at how they're thinking about this. And so we think it's going to be a pilot and a way forward for a lot of other states to look at how to make creative aging part of their art making agenda and aging services agenda, but collaboratively.
Well, the experience today with the people here in Delaware was really wonderful. The energy and the engagement and the knowledge and expertise that people brought to bear in their discussions I found really inspiring, and they came up with so many wonderful ideas of ways to move forward, so I'm excited to see what happens with that.